All right, people, welcome back. More Assassin's Creed stuff. Holy shit, it is a good time. It is a good time, I think, to be an Assassin's Creed fan, because again, after initially seeing the trailer, I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. I have to see what everyone else, you know, I guess, in this kind of Assassin's Creed space is talking about and how they're taking it and whatnot. But let's actually dive deep and see who exactly are these characters and how they're gonna play like a pivotal role in the story. Let's go. I will say that was a cool shot. Oh, and I also forgot one thing to bring up when I was watching the actual like the cinematic trailer. Like the music that they played was cool, but also kind of corny. Like it didn't. I'd prefer like a more, I guess like a more traditional stealthy type of vibe. Beside that, like upbeat kind of like punky Japanese feel. I don't know how you would describe it. I mean, you guys could see in the actual reaction, I was bopping to it because I'm just a fan of good music. But overall, it didn't technically fit. But just a beat. Like I'm a beats guy. Obviously, it was a vibe. It was a fun vibe. But I feel like they could have just put something better. I don't know. It's a small thing. It's tiny. But I forgot to throw that in there.
With our dual protagonists, we have two fantasy, the samurai and the shinobi. We want the player to experience both, and we cannot squeeze both fantasy into one character because
I mean, I think it would have been better if this samurai guy was actually maybe the like a actual villain, like a Templar or something. But again, I don't know how they're gonna just team up after this guy, I guess, invaded her village out of this weird dynamic.
Because samurai and shinobi came from a different social class. They have different lives, so we cannot really mix them together.
The historical character of Yasuke presented a really exciting opportunity for the narrative team.
Okay, so this guy is a historical figure, it seems. Let me see what else he said.
In the same way that so much of the work is done in Assassin's Creed, which is really in terms of research and history first. Not a lot is known about him, but what we do know, is that he arrived in Japan in 1579, right when our game starts, and that he had relationships with some of the most interesting people in our setting, like Oda Nobunaga, the Portuguese, and Jesuits, which made it very sort of tantalizing and enticing from a narrative perspective to come in and start weaving these facts with story in between.
The more we read about the character, the more he was inspiring for us. He's a foreigner discovering Japan, and we thought it's the perfect fit because he's discovering Japan and you are discovering Japan also.
And
I mean, technically we discovered Japan and he goes to Tsushima, but yeah, I'm interested also to see how different that will be, from Ghost of Tsushima to, ACS.
Flip side, we have Naoe, who comes from the province of Iga, which is a remote mountainous area, fiercely independent, known as the birthplace of shinobi. So they're very contrasting perspectives that really expose a lot of different sides and facets of the era.
When Oda came, he completely destroyed Iga. You have Yasuke and Oda that coming to destroy the shinobi. So it can kind of create this interesting tension between two characters.
We were able to connect her to the province of Iga and the legendary Igan shinobi historical figure, Fujibayashi Nagato, who's her father in the game. So we understand why she has the skills that she has and the values that she learns from her father.
Okay, so Dad could also be an assassin.
Valor, benevolence, and wisdom. And as a young person still at the start of the game, we get to see now we acquire even more of that wisdom as the story unfolds.
And if you ask anybody, it's super clear that samurai will be combat heavy and a shinobi.
I mean, but they still didn't actually explain how these two. I mean, I guess you'll find out in the story, but it's just weird how this Yasuke guy, just like invaded this girl's village, and like now next scene they're just working together. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I guess we'll just find out in the story, but drop like some nugget.
Create this distinction right away. Yasuke can fight with all his advantage, his stature, like he's a big guy. He can break door. He can
He's
fight
Unga
multiple
Bunga.
enemies. He can break armor. Compared to Naoe, like her character and
Like an
her
actual assassin.
outfit, it's really about being stealth, being unseen. She's the only
assassin
one with
ninja.
the blade, so they have clear advantage that put them into the stealth and the combat, even if they can do a bit of both.
They're a really great pair together because
How?
on one side we have
How did he even get
Naoe, who's very intense and passionate and determined woman who is very set on her goals. She's kind of got her heart on her sleeve and she'll say what she feels in the heat of the moment. And this intensity that she brings as a shinobi, but that she also brings to her relationship. In this balance.
Okay, so she's just a woman. She just sums up that she's just a woman.
This is very well with Yasuke, who is sort of a thoughtful, level head to Naoe's fiery passion.
He's a man. She just basically described that he's a man. And she's a woman. Cool.
We really thought about somebody like Yasuke historically who was able to come to Japan and have the life that he did there, to enter service for Oda Nobunaga and achieve all of the things that he did. Like, what kind of person would go through all of this? So our Yasuke is very intelligent, thoughtful, and respectful of this culture that he encounters. And that makes him a very nice sort of counterpart to Naoe. He's a bit mysterious as well, and that's something we get to see unfold as the game progresses.
Huh. All right, that pretty much gave me nothing. They pretty much didn't say anything. Like I don't understand how these two, like, I guess kind of conflicting forces would just team up. I guess it's they're gonna team up for the greater good. And who knows, like maybe they're gonna have to like fight each other to the death. Because, you know, maybe they had like a falling out, or like maybe Yasuke or something went to like the dark side or something, like the Naoe, or whatever. Like maybe she had to have to kill him, or maybe they're just two like characters who are actually canon, like in the actual world of Assassin's Creed. You know, maybe nothing bad will happen. I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing. Again, that didn't give me that much. Like I'm upset that didn't really give me that much, but you know, it is what it is, guys. Are you excited for this? We learned a little bit more about these characters. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it just doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed. It doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed. I don't know. Shit. But like I said before, man, we're gonna take a scroll down memory lane, nostalgia highway. We're gonna react. I plan to react to every one of the Assassin's Creed trailers from beginning all the way to the end. Well, past at least skipping Shadows, because I've seen it, so it's fresh in my mind. But man, it's gonna be good. Take care.